The dress was $1,300, right? The shoes were $4,900. The send-off was $3,900.
This is abysmal. This is insane.
Your hair was $175. They gave you a great price on the hair. His hair is good. $750 on photos and videos.
That costs more than some destination weddings. This is stupid, this is idiotic, and this is foolish. $4,900 on a pair of shoes.
$4,000 on a car rental. And you got the hotel so everyone could get ready, and that was $1,600. The total was $16,625.
$16,000 on prom just to live vicariously through your daughter? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Travis, and welcome to the IPH Theory. Also, I am one half of the Cultural Discussions. Please like, follow, and subscribe to both entertainment channels on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have two video clips for you today. Both clips will be about a total of, you can say, 2 minutes. Yeah, about a total of about 2 minutes and 5 seconds. They're regarding prom and the idiotic number. When I say number, the amount of money that is spent on some of these proms. We're going to get straight to it. This is abysmal. This is insane. And anybody that spends this much money on prom, hey, do your thing. But it's quite foolish. Let's start with clip 1. Then we will move on to clip 2. Here we go.
All right. Between the dress, the tickets, the limo, prom is expensive, but the people shelling out the most money for it are the families who are least able to afford it.
That's according to a new Visa survey. Families earning less than $25,000 per year will spend an average of $1,400 on prom costs. Those earning more than $50,000 per year are only spending about $800. And about a third of those costs include the invitations themselves. I never had an invitation to prom.
I didn't get an invitation to prom either.
Well, they just asked you, right?
Well, no, I was the one doing the asking, and it was nervous and, shaking and hand sweating. The survey found that students are spending upwards of $300 on so-called prom proposals. That's crazy. The extravagant gestures include gifts of jewelry, paying a large group to sing or perform some sort of elaborate skit, or even using an animal as a prop. That did not happen when I was in high school.
No. We just asked, right? And then you said yes, and maybe you got a limo.
Yeah.
If you were lucky.
I didn't do the limo.
No?
I did the rented tux.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looked real cool. Even had my hair slicked back.
We'll look at pictures later.
Okay, that was clip 1. And something stood out to me in that clip. They had a money chart that says families that make or earn $25,000 a year, they would spend $1,400 on prom. We have to do better with our finances. This is prom. I went to prom as a senior. Now, I know juniors can go to prom as well. I believe whenever I went to prom, my date was a junior at the time. But still, I believe my prom probably cost maybe $500. And I'm talking about that includes the suit, that includes my shoes. And I graduated high school in 2006. So this was about 19 years ago. So at the time, I believe my mother rented me a 2006 navy blue Jeep Cherokee. Now, it was a good looking car when I was 17 in the year 2006. But still, Now, I know women, they're going to end up spending a little bit more money because their dress costs money. You got your heels, your makeup, your hair, but still, if you are only earning 25,000 and you want to spend 1,400 on prom, that's foolish. Because it also showed that families that would earn $50,000, they would spend about $700 on prom. So it's like the more money that the family made, the less that they spend. Doesn't that make sense? It's like sometimes the working poor or poor people, we feel that, and I say we, I'm not poor. I mean, compared to other people in the world, I might be poor. Compared to many people around the world, I'm rich. But it's very idiotic. The least that you make or the less that you earn, the more that you spend on prom. No, that's foolish. Once again, I know if you're dealing with a young lady, it's going to cost a little bit of money, but it shouldn't cost a substantial or an idiotic amount. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us get to clip number 2.
Please welcome Fela and her mom, Maricela, to the show. So I always tell people around here that, listen, we can have our opinions, but I try to have a judgment-free zone. So I want you to understand you are safe here. This is your money, and you do with what you want to do with your money. That's what I'm going to start there. But I'm going to go to the money because you're posted it. Maricela, I love you. You love this kid. The dress was $1,300, right? The shoes were $4,900. The send-off was $3,900. Your hair was $175. They gave you a great price on the hair because hair is good. $750 on photos and videos. $4,000 on a car rental. And you got the hotel so everyone could get ready, and that was $1,600. The total was $16,625. You love this kid. I'm going to say it one more time. Take me through the process. What made you want to blow it out that way?
So as you mentioned, prom is really big in Philadelphia.
Huge.
But I didn't get to go on my prom, and I'm the only one out of 4 that didn't. And I know that was something my mom really, really wanted. So I just told myself that I wanted to give my daughters a big prom, and Fela had initially came to me saying that she was going to go on someone else's prom, and I already had some ideas. So I was like, we can't do that. I don't want you to outshine anyone. So I kind of talked her into going to her own prom.
You talked her into going to her prom.
Yeah.
I have to tell you, when I saw the video, I knew there had to be something much more emotional. You didn't get to go on your prom.
No.
And you wanted to give her an experience that you never had.
Yes.
I get that. Take me to the decision to post, because when you put something on social media, you know that the social media square is going to comment. Some of those things were hurtful. I'm choosing not to read some of them because I don't even know you and they made me upset. But people were pretty harsh, but you put it out there.
All right. I put it out there. It was trending to do it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I do content myself. So I was like, I'm just going to do what's trending for prom.
Okay, we'll stop the video there. And like I said, I will leave both video links in the video description. But $16,000 on prom just to live vicariously through your daughter. And vicariously just means that you're living through your child. You know, you have some dads that they want to force their son to play basketball or football because they had basketball dreams and they didn't make it. So now they want to live their dreams through their child. But this is foolish. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, if you spend $16,000 on prom, I'm pretty sure you can afford it. But, you know, hopefully everything else is in order, like your life insurance and things of that sort, you know, but there are so many individuals that don't even spend $16,000 on their wedding. That costs more than some destination weddings. This is stupid, this is idiotic, and this is foolish. $4,900 on a pair of shoes. You have billionaires that don't spend $4,900 on shoes. And beautiful young lady, she has a beautiful mother as well, you know, but we're here to talk about why are teens needing to spend that much money on prom? It's a prom. Prom literally lasts, 3 hours? Let's just say 4 hours if you include the preparation and getting dressed and taking pictures with your family. And then you actually have to go to the event. The event is probably 2 hours. After that, everybody either goes back home or goes out to eat. If you have a hotel, you go back to your hotel. But $16,000 on prom, that is very foolish. It's flat out insane to me. You know, there's so much that can be done with this money, and many people just throw it away. Now, once again, if you're spending $16,000 on prom, I'm pretty sure you're well off. Nobody can tell you what to do with the money that you earn, but you put your business out online. So we online, we'll make a project out of you. Kids don't need $16,000 spent on prom. Your dress really shouldn't be more than $500. Your shoes shouldn't be more than $150 to $200. Because let's be honest, your prom attire, your prom outfit, you're never going to wear it again. You're going to look back at this day and say, hey, was this a cool experience? Yes. Did I have to spend that much money? No. There are people that probably had more fun or had more enjoyment, and all they spent was $1,000. It's prom. This is not a wedding. Literally. Once again, there are many weddings that don't even cost $16,000. And don't get me started on that. You have some people that'll spend $100,000 on a wedding. I don't give a damn if you're a billionaire. I'm not spending $100,000 on a wedding. But anyway, I really didn't want to spend that much time on this. I just want to let you guys know that to the first video, if you're making only $25,000 in a year and you're spending $1,400 on prom, you're stupid. And if you're spending more than $1,500 on prom, that's stupid and foolish as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Travis. Welcome to the IPH Theory. Please like, please follow, please subscribe. If you don't like this video, good for you. Leave. To the people that are going to watch this video, I appreciate you. Thank you.